I tell myself you never loved me, because it is a far less terrifying prospect than the possibility that you did. You truly did, but in the blink of an eye, and for no particular reason, it faded. You are my favorite arrangement of stardust. A lunar spectacle illuminated my sky, and should fallen stars crash down your cheek, I shall catch them with my solar hands. Page break. Tatyanna loves me. She loves me. Deep down I knew it had to be true, that my grief would end in a blaze of love. She had found me mourning over my mother's crypt late in the hours of last night. When I told her that I would leave for war tomorrow, she embraced me, and with such care she placed her lips upon mine. I felt the youth return to me, the vigor. She made me swear to return alive, to crush this foreign empire and drive it from our shores. I will, Tatyanna. I swear, Sersia will not fall. Page break. He doesn't write much of this time aside from the occasional melancholy reference to how many good men he's losing in this war against the invading Grewlin Empire, and that despite how many soldiers he slaughters on the field of battle, more just keep coming. Throughout his gruesome descriptions, he justifies these deeds with the love for his country and the love for Tatyanna, and that each act is in the name of getting closer to her and getting back home. And he seems to believe that his love is what is going to save his life, basically, and bring him back home to her. In particular, though, he does mention a man named Alec Wachter, who saved his life on multiple occasions and serves as a close friend and a confidant during their campaigning years. In one entry, though, it does say that Alec has died, interposing himself between Phalaris and an arrow destined to claim his life. Phalaris honored his friend's sacrifice with the title of a large section of land in Barovia, where his family would go on to build a new home for themselves. The war wasn't over when Phalaris returned back to Castle Ravenloft, but he did win a series of decisive battles against the Grewlins, and decided to fall back to recover his army's strength. Page break. I have been betrayed by the man I once called a brother. How could I be so blind to the truth? How could I leave Tatyanna to suffer while I fought these countless fruitless battles? It should have been another man in the field. I should have stayed and protected her. My sweet Tatyanna, why did you not tell me sooner? That my own brother had forced you to stay with him all these years, that he has mocked you and laid his hand upon you and forced you to marry him. I now hear your plea for help. I will save you. But Sergei, he is the prince and my brother. I cannot outright banish him, and Tatyanna is too timid to openly speak against him. I must take matters into my own hands. Page break. I have the solution to my predicament. It arrived to me in a dream, a nightmare of the Amber Temple. I was under that sky of bats that I had witnessed in the final Forbidden Vault. The creature there did not speak, but I could sense it call to me, and ever since I have felt the overwhelming urge to go there. I leave immediately. Page break. Qamash will understand with time, as I did when he chose to stay at the temple. Yet I cannot help replay his warning in my head, and think of my father's wisdom on the nature of consequences. Still, there is too much at stake to be frozen by analyzing every possibility. I must act now, before the wedding tonight, and pray Qamash will forgive me. If it had not been for our companionship throughout all those years, I am sure one of us would be dead now. But there is too much history between us, too much love. I made my pact with Vampyr. They offered me the strength of youth and the power of eternal life. When this is over, he promised the same offer to Tatyanna, so that we may live a second life filled with youthful years. All he asked is tribute from each man slain by my hand through those years. A small price to pay, for to knows I am a man stained by war, and by my command thousands have died.
and should my years be endless, I shall kill countless more. Let this tome be the tale of my eternal love for Tatyanna. I will save her and give her a better life, a life where we can be lost in each other's love.